Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Redux version, normal difficulty, episode 38. I'm your host, Colors Fade. We're ready to go adventuring. Oh, but we have some things to do here, that's right. We have the imposter down in the prison, Sociel's fake brother. So we will go give him a little what for. Who are you? What do you know about my brother? Speak, you scum. A brother, huh? Yeah, you do look like him. Come on, holy man. Give me a dozen lashes. Oh, so, who are you really? The name's Graham. Abadar knows my last name. He's got it all written down, but it's above your rank to know our lineage. How do you know Trevor? I was his valet for a year. Polished his black armor, tightened his straps. I was a drudge, all in all. He's evil, that Trevor, a devil of a man. He had me punished so many times. A whip for every slip is what he'd always say. A whip for every slip. You're lying. You're lying, scum. I'll show you. Yeah, you're his brother, all right. He even used to bare his teeth like you do. You scum, he'd say. If your ears don't work, let's see if your back gets the message. That's not true. Biting his lip, Sociel takes a step back. It can't be. Where's Trevor now? With the other knights of the pike. I hope they whipped him good for losing his armor. What, cleric? Haven't seen your brother for a long time? Give me the map. I'll show you where their camp was when I escaped. They probably haven't gone far. I don't want to believe that Trevor became a Hell Knight. Please, we need to go there and find out for ourselves. All right, let's go. Good luck getting there, yeah. So that's gonna be after you capture Dresden. So that'll be fun. So we will march on over to here and get out of here and go do some adventuring. Something that was really interesting to me is I've been playing, of course, on a different playthrough in core difficulty mode, which is quite a bit harder. It's a lot of reloading. It's a lot of just, oops, the dice didn't roll my way. I need to reload. But it finally started to get what I would call fun around level 5. Which kind of aligns with something I've said a long time ago in various other video games. And that is this. I have felt for a long time, especially since Baldur's Gate 2 came out, that all of these Dungeons and Dragons type of games should start around level 6. Baldur's Gate 2 starts at level 7 because that's where you end Baldur's Gate 1 at. When you're at level 5, 6, 7, you finally have enough tools to deal with all the various things that these game worlds want to throw at you. So it's a lot of fun to have some tools. And it always bums me out a little bit that you essentially start the game with no tools. And then you have to wait, to get them. Oh, yeah, so Exterminator's Camp. Yeah, we've got Heaven's Edge, Nameless Ruins. We have to go there with Nenio. Core of the Riddle. Let's see. The Exterminator's Camp is way down here. So, there we go. We have to find a way down there. It's through here. Reliable readout. There's a demon army there. So where do we want to go? Heaven's Edge. You have to get that out of the way at some point in time. It's not the most fun quest. Core of the Riddle. Yikes. Okay. Well, we're going to have to do it. Which means... party. Good Lord. It's been a month and a half since I caught COVID and I still have this friggin' cough. It's driving me nuts. It's nutty because I'll wake up in the morning. I feel totally fine. And as long as I don't talk, it doesn't do anything. But then the minute I start trying to record a video and actually speak, here it comes. Barking. It's annoying. Anyway, we're going to change the party. He's gone. We got to take a day to run with us. So let's level him up. The Oracle Do we have to fight anything here? I don't think so. I don't think we have to fight anything at all. So what's he have? Neutralize poison, protection from energy, restoration. Oh, yeah, that might be useful. He should probably have that. Because if you were going to use him, you'd use him as a cleric in place of the one you have right now. But so he should have all the cleric-y things. Let's see. Let's just give him more channeling. Oh, and then we get a level 2 spell. On the one hand, I like the Oracle because there's a whole bunch of cleric spells I never use. On the other hand, for certain levels, he doesn't get enough spells. Like, you know, level 3 is when you get Remove Disease. So, and there's a bunch of remove spells in here, and you'd like to have all of those. I guess Remove Paralysis is kind of important. Let's see, what else? See, there's Remove Disease. You got to have that on core. This is something I would change if I was either the dungeon master or the person in charge of the Pathfinder rules. The diseases start showing up when you're level 1. So I would make this a level 1 cleric spell, and I would give the player a cleric right out of the gate. I'd give them like Social at level 1. I wouldn't make them wait to meet him. I'd be like, yo, you can have some of this stuff. But instead they want you to spend 350 gold pieces on a remove disease scroll that you buy from the priest in the Defender's Heart. And I made a comment about that on Twitter. I was like, 350 gold pieces. My party on core had just over 1,000 gold pieces, and I had 4 party members that each had a disease. So clearly I didn't have enough money to treat all of them, and I thought, yep, even in a video game, healthcare is still a capitalistic scam. It's so ridiculous. Just give us the stuff to treat the wounds. Just give it to us. Death Ward, you would need that if you were going to use him throughout the game. Angelic Aspect is a really nice defensive spell for him to have. Genie kind he can only cast on himself. Greater Command, Life Bubble. Let's see what else we got. Raise Dead. Yep, you're going to want that. Again, if we were going to use him, which we're not going to do. So we're only taking him on this one quest. And then more extra channel. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give him Die Hard because if he did go down, the rest of your party would go down. So, Combat Healer. You can use this ability once per day for 7th level and 1 additional time a day every 4 levels beyond 7th. You must be at least 7 levels to Sectless. Whenever you cast a Cure spell with the name Cure in its name, you can cast it as a swift action. Not a big deal. You notice and locate living creatures within 30 feet, just as you put blind sight. Not a big deal. Spirit Boost. Whenever your healing spells heal a target up to maximum hit points. Any excess points persist for 1 round per level. That'd be kind of nice. And Life Link. As a standard action, you create a bond between yourself and another creature. Each round at the start of your turn, if the bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum hit points, it heals 5 hit points and you take 5 points of damage. I don't really like that. He doesn't have enough hit points, in my opinion, for that to be super useful. I think that would be a really... Here's what I think. Lifelink. Here's what I think. If a bonded creature is wounded for 5 or more hit points below its maximum hit points, here's how I would change this. It heals to 5 points above 0, and you take 5 points of damage. If it did that, that'd be cool. But it only heals 5 hit points, so if it gets knocked down to -10, it heals for 5, and it's at -5, and you take 5 points of damage, and the character still isn't alive and still isn't up. I don't want that. I want the character to get up. I want them to be saved. So, yeah. All right. What do we got here? Level 2 spell. What? Oh. Yeah, inflict minor wounds. All these buffs can be handled by somebody else. But if I want to heal my skeleton, that'd be pretty cool. Remove blindness, remove curse. I don't think you're going to get a curse very often. You're actually probably going to get blindness more often than you're going to get a curse. Greater magic weapon, freedom of movement. Both of those are nice. Critical wounds for healing my skeleton. Yeah, summon monster 4 is when you get... What is it? Summon monster 4. This one. I want this one. Give it to me. Direwolf okay. Yeah, that's not... The next one is when it starts to get really good. Greater magic weapon, I guess. You would use that probably a few times. Jeez, he's got a lot of spells here, doesn't he? We haven't leveled him up in a while. Pillar of Life. Righteous Might. He's got a few nice spells for himself. Spell resistance, it's only for him. Oh, it's for a target? Oh. Oh, it's for a target. Interesting. And summon a monster 5. Yeah, I grabbed that. He's still got... Wow, he's still leveling. What the heck level is our party? Okay, Bear's Endurance Mass, Bull Strength Mass. That's a nice one to have. Dispel Magic. Heal. That's what you gotta grab. Gotta have that one. Okay, and his Mythic. What's he got? Abundant Casting. Alright, you should probably get him Greater Abundant Casting. Mythic Channeling. Whenever you channel to heal or kill is especially potent. The heal it increases by the number of points equal to twice your charisma bonus. Oh. Let's just grab that. And then here, improved abundant casting. Okay. He's done. Jeez, that took a long time. Took longer than I thought. Heaven's Edge. How do we get over there? Is it from here, maybe? Hey, look, it's our party. Going really slow. Yes, there we go. All right. Cancel. Stop. That's what I wanted to see. That's why I didn't want to camp right then. I wanted to see the armies come at me first. Well, now. Oh, look at you guys. All right. You gonna get lucky and get a go again? Nope. He made a funny noise. That does it. He's out of here. I like that. An enemy army reaches you and now attacks two of them one right after the other. Bang, bang. They had a double barrel shotgun that time. Okay. You get the fireball since you're all grouped together. Let's get rid of the Clavicus. Calavacus. You shoot 56 of them or 150 of them. And then maximum probably get around what? 90? 96. Hey. Okay. Make you come to me. Let's just tidy you up there. There's not much else that's going to go on here. Torch. Now you're dead. Alright, army. So, what do we have? We have one more way over here. It's coming up this way. It's going to go around there. It's going to be at Treason Home Outpost. Okay. Boys and girls, you got to get to Treason Home. What's the fastest way for you to go? You don't think it's faster to go this way? And through there? Okay. Well, in that case, If you say so. We get a level up. What do we get? Ice Storm is awesome. Good Hope. +2 attack and initiative. Divine Spell. Hold. Target unit cannot move or act for 2 rounds. A divine spell with a mind affecting effect. Standard action. Not affected by. That'd be a nice one to have. This, though. And they have -2 speed, which is so nice. And it's an arcane spell. And we're an arcane caster. So I'm always going to grab that. I love it. I love having that one. It's a very nice spell. I would have liked to have had Hold. That would have been awesome. But Slowpoke Rodriguez. This is just a whole lot of investigation. And I'm going to skip through most of this.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves.
And yet here you are.
Now I am a whole year older and also a full-fledged crusader, an honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
Nope.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die.
That's actually kind of a neat thing.
This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
It's pretty funny. I actually like the whole backstory to how the demons, or at least the theory of how the demons are created.
You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
Unless you're a Cyclops. That's a lore thing from Krull. I love that about that movie so much. How interesting. All right, what do we need to do, Inquisitor? Now that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over time. Okay. So how do I distract him? I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you. All right, so we got to go distract him. Krull is such a fun movie. Fantasy way before fantasy was taken seriously, thanks to the Lord of the Rings. Most fantasy movies are just pure trash, I thought, in the early days. But, well, not all of them. I mean, Time Bandits was fun. A little goofy. But I love Krull, even though it is B-movie film. But I love the whole lore of the Cyclops. They wanted to be able to see into the future, so they made a deal with some entity. And it took one of their eyes in exchange for the ability to see into the future. But the only future they can see is their own death. And I was like, oh, that's so wicked. That was so cool. All right. Perhaps this is your chance to finally do something worthwhile, you punk. All right. So why did you really want to throw a party at the scene of such a tragedy? What is this ghoulish farce all about? End dialogue. All right. While the world burns. Leoter. Where is he? Alright, I see you did your part, Commando. Thank you. Now he's gonna do this casting of the spell thing and bring up a little history here. My dear guests, the Lady of Heaven's Head welcomes you all today. Child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and the man of the hour as well? Can't we just have one day without your sermons? Daron says. It's my birthday after all. Tay, I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer you his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? Oh, a Lilitu shows up. The sorceress of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me too? What do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you, doddering cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, and in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but you're not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you a chance to see it for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk in, its teeth into your throats. Oh, how I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. So a Lilitu shows up, provides some kind of plague. Oof. The first appearance of the disease and the Lilitu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Monago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of events. What now? Alright. Something must have happened in one of the rooms, so go lure Daron out. I got dogs, baby. Doggies. Alright. Doink, doink, doink. I got some loot that I can grab first. Hey, look. It's the bracers of clear purpose. These bracers allow the wearer to cast healing spells without provoking attacks of opportunity. Very nice for our cleric. And doink, Daron, run. Alright. I am absolutely confident that you won't be able to persuade Sela to dance with you. And there he goes. Off to chase the paladin. Alright. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Well, it's in the bedroom and it involves Daron, so that could be. Mother? Can you hear me, Mother? Day, my boy, how did you get here? Don't come any closer. This disease. Mother, listen. The revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says that he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the larger settlements, nobody will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew that we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The fat Baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said they would not let them go. Mother, we need help. Canabras is full of clerics, wizards, and demons knows who else. There might be a know how to stop this. We must obey. She doesn't want anybody to go. He doesn't care about innocent people. Blah, 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 blah. Now I have to answer one of the many questions. Nobody went to Canabras in search for help because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. Smart man. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock at the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. He made the right choice. There's no other way. I'm almost certain that Count Daron has another opinion on the matter. A very, very strong one. Anyway, I have never been in the revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions. Please help me clear this place so we can study it. Alright. So now we know. Of course, Daron. He's 10 years old. Of course he would want to call. And these people are dancing. Lots of dancing going on. All kinds of fun. Dancing and clapping. And now, try to clear him out of here. Ho there. Hey there, hi there, ho there. I utterly loathe you for persuading me to ask Sela to dance. It was the most abominable experience of my life. I absolutely must do it again. Alright. Are you having any fun? Of course I'm having fun. I think it's time for a drinking contest. Oh yes, me, of course. I'm going to challenge him in a drinking contest. You can just have him go do some TPS reports, but I'm going to choose this one. Look at all those drinks on there. We're going to have a little Indiana Jones moment. Let's continue. I'm going to keep drinking. I can drink you under the table, Darren. Let's continue. Get myself really drunk. My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandmother, put this bottle in the family cellar, and it proved loyal to the scion of illustrious Arendes. Ah, why didn't I bet you'd lose? My kindness and generosity truly know no limits. I don't feel very well. Hey, everyone, let's go back outside. I need some fresh air and a place to throw up. Here we go again, Commander. Let's take another glimpse into the past. And now, stuff's about to get real. Boom. Why are you running away from me, my sweet prince? Come on. Let me touch you, the Lilitu says. I'll give you. Get away from him, demon. Nestrin, let the boy go. By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You are pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guarded him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. We'll see about that, says Darren. Something is wrong, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. It's as if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago, blending everything together. The magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I will try to read it. Please continue. Darren, my boy, what's going on? Leotar's muscular shoulders suddenly begin to shake. The vision he is channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me? Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather, a new emotion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pulse stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The images become heavier, almost visible. Secret. Keep the secret. Otherwise, death. Death, death, death. The gruesome images whirl through your mind, filling it with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help. Exchange. Secret. Death. Darren, wait. The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than these demons. Demons. Saints. I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn. Well then. Leotar, my friend. What a misfortune. What a disaster. Everything's far worse than I imagined. Do you understand what happened? Yes and no. Damn it, my thoughts are astray. I'll try to explain everything to you as if you are a 5-year-old. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young count found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experience as an inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not seem to resemble anything I have ever heard or read about. This entity, I think I will call it the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse is that this entity, this Other, is still here. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other is not inside the Count's body. It is not directly controlling his mind. That's why there are no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through it to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Well. Did the Other kill everyone then? The disease was not to blame? Not everyone, just Nestor and his paladins, and the few remaining guests. Damn it. I know that it was the work of a mysterious, omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago and I didn't check everything personally, and those who did failed to sense that something was wrong. Does Dayron know anything about this? Of course he does. Did you hear what the other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those who know the truth. And wants to have an opportunity to use the Count as a gateway without anyone knowing. This is what made Dayron deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of events at Heaven Edge. Could the other be the reason why my companions keep finding severed heads among their belongings back in Canabras? It seems very likely. I am almost certain you are right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Arande anyway. Ha! I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome findings are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Canabras slaughter, or perhaps they provoked the other in some other way. What might the other want? This is the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago and it's still here, right? All this time it's been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the other refuses to act, or its interests lie in some other sphere. We have to do something. Nah. Now I understand Father Nestron perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite a dearth of information. Commander, first and foremost I must apologize to you, and second I must ask you to keep this secret. Oh? As soon as the Count finds out that we know his secret, the other will understand it as well. We do not know what it is, and what exactly the scope of its powers, but we do know that it would dispose of anyone who might reveal its existence. I've made a decision. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we've just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I will immediately go to Nerosian and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out what exactly we are dealing with and how it can be possible to detect it. I may also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I have found out at least some reliable information. I'm asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. Fine, I will keep your secret. You made the right choice. I recommend that you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicions. I must leave immediately in search of the knowledge that we all need so desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Iomade guide your path, and Leotor Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. So Gandalf's going to go dig up some documents there. And we're going to head out of here. All right. I don't know if my opinion matters to you at all, but you were the very best guest. Yes, well, that's because it's me and I'm awesome. All right. Everybody's tired. We can't really camp until we leave here, so let's get ready to do that. All right. You guys continue on. Here's the problem. Where's that army at? Oh, I went too far. It's coming up this way. Go here. Okay. So, day run is done now. Oh, let's go check this. I think we have enough time here. Villareth Ford's outpost. Oh, it just said manage though. Dang it. Okay, so you got to do this through the Crusade interface. That's what's I forgot about. You can't do it from here, unfortunately. You got to go here. You got to do that. So, then you come down here. Upgrade that one. Then you can enter it. And add more buildings. Alright, we need the most important thing. Teleportation circle. Unfortunately, that only works for the group. So that's kind of lame. And then there's a bunch of other stuff here that's kind of cool. Smithy, +1 bonus to attack for all trainable units in adjoining buildings. So I like to put that next to the archery range. Unless there's a better one. There's Arsenal, +1 AC. Yeah, okay. So Arsenal I like to put down for the garrison stables. But +10% bonus to damage for all trainable units in adjoining buildings. That's the one I like to put. +10% to damage. So I'm going to put that right next to the archery range. You can put the watchtower. It gives +1 bonus to AC, attack, saving throws, and initiative for all allies within the fort's area of control, which I don't think is very far. So I typically don't worry about that. The shelter allows the commander's party to rest in the fort without increasing the effect of abyssal corruption. That's kind of cool when you're trying to travel down south. Mercenary Guild increases the number of available mercenary units by 1. I want to have those built, because that's how you start to get so many different kinds of mercenaries that getting more Hell Knights or more wizards, since we're using them, ends up being difficult. So I like to have a hospital. I like to get this infirmary bonus. So put those next to the citadel, and then this gives +1 AC. You wanna fill this place up, because you notice each one of these provides 4,500 logistics. Logistics is the hardest one to raise. You can see we're still at level 1, so it's the hardest one to max out before you get out of this chapter. And we need to go to development, outpost to outpost, rank up, forming the logistic council. So that'll get us to 2 events. Restoration. Dresden was built long ago. Officers wish to rebuild the fortress and are arguing over what jobs should be done. Expand the streets. We get widen the streets decree. Adds 1,000 logistics. That's nice. Reinforce the defenses. Adds 400 military. Do not spend running finance points increase by 20. Unlocks help of the nail. 10 Hell Knights are recruited. Ooh. Unlocks the help of the nail decree. Oh, I want that decree so I can... Is it a reusable decree, though? I don't know. Darn it. Okay. Well. Order of the nail. I'm going to see if it is, because if it is a reusable decree, then that would be awesome. In the commander we trust. Okay. Swindlers have started a rumor that the commander is a saint, and gullible soldiers are now buying the charms that allegedly contain his hair, cut nails, and other holy relics. Punish the con artist. That gives you 3,500 leadership points. Crusade morale increases. We don't need it. You don't have the path of the angel. And chaotic intellects. To buy a cloak, support the crusade decree. Finance points increase by 20. I'm going to grab that, because that'd be a degree. Enchanting the stone of ghostly pathways. Choice effects. All right. While wearing this ring, whenever the wearer is fighting defensively and lands the first attack, the enemy is pushed 10 feet away and is knocked prone. That's not a... That's too rare. Look. Whenever they land the first attack, the enemy is pushed away and knocked prone for 1 round. They have to land the first attack. Yeah, it just seems like not enough. This ring improves the wearer's summoning abilities. All summoned spells 6th level and lower are maximized as though using a maximum feat. The wearer also gains +1 bonus to attack rolls against outsiders. All variable numeric effects of the spell modified by this feat are maximized. Saving throws and opposing rolls are not affected. I like that one a lot. You activate this ring. This is the one I want, though. Clemency of Shadows. You activate this ring to create an almost transparent silver lining that connects all party members in 30 feet. While in this state, you share an unbreakable bond. While under this effect, all members get an additional attack of opportunity per round. That's why you want to have it. If the attack of opportunity was a critical hit, the enemy is staggered. If one of the party members falls unconscious, a giant spider is summoned to fight along you for 3 rounds. That ring is awesome. Giants. A progressive alchemist by the name of Zagelforntz ran a series of experiments in an attempt to improve the potion of legendary proportions, but something went wrong. The soldiers who tasted his creation cannot return to their natural form and have grown quite dim. However, the alchemist assures everyone that no harm has been done, since giants are more useful than ordinary soldiers, and the usefulness of intelligence in a soldier is debatable in the first place. That's true. That's why the military likes all of its riflemen to not be so smart. They just want you to do what you're told. If you show a high IQ in the military, guess what? They don't assign you to the rifleman squad. They have you do other top secret jobs. I should know. Work for the Giants Decree. Material points increased by 1. Cure the poor victims. Healing the Giants. Crusader morale is increased. Use the Giants in battle. You get 2 Giants are recruited at the commander's headquarters. and unlocks the Giant's Village decree. Material points increase by 2, adds 1,500 logistics point. That's awesome. Found it. We'll take that one. All right. And decrees distributing provisions don't need. We're going to skip one day. We form the Logistic Council. We're going to go here to the Demon Strikers. They're going to continue up here and fight these guys. So we'll get them out of the way, and then we can start looking at killing some more demons. We had 3 demon armies come at us, and now we should get like a week reprieve here. A week-long reprieve. Alright, you're going to come right up there and try to be bad, aren't you? Bye. Oh, that was nice. Well, that means you're done. This is why you want to have 2 range groups. Finish things off before they even get started. Excelente. I like that. Alright, Demon Strikers, where do we want you to go? Down here? This will get you to... If we want to go to here, we're going to have to come through here. Alright, so we gotta go there. Alright. Decrees. Raid for plunder. The fate of the voracious jumble. Giant's Village. Material points. Income. This is going to be for logistics. Logistics. Buy a cloak. Finance points income. We're going to issue that decree first. It requires 7 days to solve, and it doesn't look repeatable, but it looks like it'll be permanent, so that's why. That's why you want to have that. Events. Report. The Royal Council has expressed their thanks for the commander for his integrity and demonstrated in the conflict with Andor, and a fresh corps of troops pulled from the garrison of lesser importance is headed to Dresden. Okay. We got a few days now before we have to deal with any more of that. And as far as armies go, Crusader army here. There is a whole bunch of people there. Okay. That's cool. Except for this guy, conscripts. These guys, Inquisitors, they look more like vampires. Paladins. So you guys can move over here and then move over here. Yeah. Different groups here. Do I have any more paladins? I got champions. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, hold on. You guys move down here. And then over here. Like this. Do that. We can't get any more than 4, any more than 3 in an army, so it doesn't really matter. There's this group. Oh my goodness, there's more of them. Oh sweet. They're just exactly what we need too. So Demon Strikers, you can't go anymore. Skip a day then. Now give me this army. Go here, meet up. This is going to be great. Let's see. You can do... Oh, one of those guys you can't. Okay. Are you part of that? You are. Great. All right. Demon Strikers. I want you... What do we have left here? 2,300? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. What is this? Where are you guys at? Yeah. Go down here. Join this group. We need you. Marksman. There we go. If you don't manage these, this just gets out of hand really fast. It's not something you want. Alright, travel. They're on the way down there. Okay, folks. Party changing time. You're gone. Give me him back. Oh, no. I need my cleric. Not him. There we go. That's our group. Okay. Nameless Ruins. Oh, man. How do we get there with Nenio? Is it right here? Do we have to go down through Leper's Smile? Nenio. What's in the Nameless Ruins? I want to say that that's... I think we need tablets before we go there. So I don't think there's any point to going there with Nenio yet. Core of the Riddle, Houndheart's Camp, Heart of Mystery, Extirpator's Camp. Oh, I'd need Social, wouldn't I? Okay. Oh, and I did my party wrong anyway. You're out. Give me Socio. I got these two frontliners, me, her. That's correct. Okay, Socio, let's level you up. You haven't been leveled up in a while. Cleric, 11. What do you got? Die Hard would probably be good for you. If you fall down, you can get back up, heal yourself. Wisdom. The wisdom of the cleric. Okay, and what do you got for spells, buddy? Come on, I was on him. Summon monster. Mass Cat's great would be great. Oh my gosh. Oh, but I can't do it unless it's there. Okay, we'll do that. And then you need your heals, of course. Big moments. Let's see, what do you got here? Summon monster 5. Yeah, you should have that. Vine trap. That'd be something to use on core difficulty. All right, you got 4 of those. Inflict serious wounds. Do I have my skeleton yet? I do. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. You only need 3 of those. That. Oh yeah, and you got to do this magic fang. I don't know why that disappears. I think that's just part of it. If you use those spells in those slots, they disappear every day. All right, we're gonna go down here, buddy. Socio, what are you using for a weapon? Oh, what's going on here? You still don't have a weapon? What happened? Did he get... No, did I use Finian? I did, and that's why he doesn't have an S-Dock in his hand. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Okay. I'm so dumb. Let's go S-Dock so he can have that. Finian the Talking Weapon. Brilliant Art Seeker weapon. Alright, you have a weapon. I'm going to go back here. Jeez, that's lame. Grace of Peace. Alright. I want to use Finian. We got to get you an S-Dock somewhere, buddy. You, what are you using? Nothing. Okay. That's probably not good. Crossbow of Judgment. And then in case you have to use anything. There you go. Oh my gosh, Socio, you got nothing, buddy. Breastplate +1. Breastplate +3. What's this shield? Spike shield. 20 resistance to sonic +2 bonus on saving throws if someone attacks you. Reflex save for sonic damage. Okay, you can have that back. We're going to do this. We're going to give you that. Not that you're going to be fighting that. Chain shirt. +4 AC bonus. You got nothing for dex though. So it's not going to be great. Hide armor, dex bonus. Breastplate, we know. Bafflement, heavy, culty shield. Chain shirt of life him. Yeah, but what's your AC going to be? It's going to drop down to 17 with that. In exchange for +4 profane bonus to AC against attacks of non-living creatures. We're not fighting that many undead. Clear purpose. Healing spells. Don't attack. Attacks of opportunity. Armor. Do you have Belt of Mighty Constitution? Okay, my friend. What's this? Ring of Protection grants the wearer +3 competence against touch attack rolls. That should be her. Oh, she's got her 2 special rings though, so never mind. You can have it. And then what's this? The web one. Oh, I see. Yeah, do that. And then what's this? You get a number. Oh yeah, attack of opportunity. Do it. Use that. Okay. Oh, it's the filler. It's the padding in the game. I've said that too many times already. Spotted enemies. Evade. Okay. How much further can we make it? Leper smile. Oh, people are getting really tired now. Okay. This is great. But we're going to be able to hire some folks. Recruit. And there's Hell Knights. Oh. Do I have enough to buy them? No, I don't. Dang it. Okay. That's too bad. Son of a gun. Alright, well, you guys should make your way down here. Where's our demon strikers at? Right there. They're going to come up here. You guys are... They can do a lot without you. So you're going to... Okay. This demon on me. I'm going to save here so I don't get my butt kicked. Let's take them out. I like this. Making progress. Oh, look. Huh. Okay. I don't want you guys moving as fast. This is going to catch the corner of him, isn't it? Oh. Let's do that. Oh, that killed 3 people? Oh, well. Told you Ice Storm was awesome. It slowed him down if it hadn't killed him, but that was wicked. I like it. Len. Oh, and then what do we get here? Headband of Inspired Wisdom. Okay, Social, I gotta remember to take all your gear off though, so we can give it to somebody else. Okay, you guys are gonna. Oh, stop, rest. Protective rituals, Mr. Socio. Begin.
I used to have many friends in the River City, but then all of them died. Now I have new friends. They aren't going to die, are they?
No, Ember. We won't let any of our friends die. We studied healing magic for a reason, didn't we?
We would hope so. Alright. Continue onward. Oh, and then we got that. That'll be great when we have demon army approaching, it says. Well, you can approach all you want, but... Oh, no. Don't do that. We're going to go over here. Save. Want to get that outpost there. Come on now. Progress. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the teleportation chambers can't be used by this group here, the army. It's the part that I find kind of disappointing. He's going to teleport. We can kill him. Man, we can get all you guys down here. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to kill you. See if we get 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row? Nope. Okay. You're dead, though. That's awesome. Who did we have? Well, can't worry about him. Save the Hell Knight. Alright. Down you go. And you're dead. That was nice. The infirmary fixes us right up. And we get this giant sigh, the deadly toll, +4, which is awesome. +4 bonus to critical confirmation rolls. ×4. It's just a menace. It's kind of awesome. Okay, so we went this way instead of through Wintersun. Oh, okay. In that case, does this wrap back around there and can we kill those guys from behind? Can we stab them on the back? Oh, we can't? Ow. Bummer. Well, my group is in the wrong place, so they gotta go through Wintersun. They gotta go to Stone Maze. Oh, well. Back to Dresden. That's unfortunate. Well, we're just gonna end the episode here then. That's too bad. I took the wrong route. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. As always, if you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave questions and comments down below. I hope you're playing along. I hope you're having fun. See you next time. Happy gaming.